Do you ever wonder if your mind can shape the reality around you? This question has fascinated thinkers for centuries and lies at the heart of our exploration today. Our journey begins with Carl Jung, a pioneer of depth psychology who proposed the concept of the collective unconscious. This collective unconscious, he suggested, is a reservoir of shared human experiences, archetypes and symbols that transcend individual consciousness. It's like a vast unseen ocean that we all dip into, shaping our dreams, our fears, our aspirations. But how does this connect to our reality? Well, Jung believed that our individual consciousness, steered by this collective unconscious, plays an active role in shaping our world, our thoughts, our feelings, our very perceptions. They're not just passive observers, but active participants, molding our reality in subtle but profound ways. This idea finds echoes in the work of another influential thinker, William James. Often referred to as the father of American psychology, James proposed a pragmatic approach to understanding the mind. He suggested that our beliefs and ideas should not be seen merely as representations of the world, but as tools that guide our actions and shape our experiences. Just think about it. When you believe in something, truly believe in it, doesn't it seem to become your reality? It's like your consciousness is painting a picture of the world, coloring it with your beliefs, your emotions, your expectations. And it's not just about what we perceive, but how we perceive. Our attitudes, our moods, our focus, they all act as filters, deciding what enters our conscious awareness and what gets left out. These filters, in turn, shape our reality, reinforcing our beliefs and expectations. So our perception of the world doesn't just passively receive information, but actively constructs our reality. It's like we're co-creators, shaping our experiences with the brushstrokes of our consciousness. And that, dear listener, is the profound power of the human mind. But how exactly does this happen? How does our observation influence our experiences? Let's dive a little deeper. We've all heard about the famous double-slit experiment, haven't we? Here's a refresher for those who haven't. This groundbreaking experiment in quantum physics demonstrated that light and matter can exhibit characteristics of both particles and waves. What's more fascinating is that the outcome of this experiment changes based on whether or not it is being observed. When unobserved, particles behave like waves, but the moment they are observed, they behave like particles. This suggests that our very act of observation can influence reality at its most fundamental level. But the power of observation extends beyond the realm of quantum physics. It stretches into the realm of our individual experiences and emotions as well, as suggested by Albert Bandura's social cognitive theory. Bandura argued that we learn by observing others. Our perceptions and observations of the world around us, therefore, shape our beliefs, our actions, and our emotional responses. For instance, let's say you observe a friend succeeding after hard work. This observation might lead you to believe that you too can succeed if you put in the effort. This belief, in turn, may spark a sense of motivation and positivity within you. On the other hand, if you observe a friend failing despite their best efforts, you might conclude that hard work doesn't always pay off, leading to feelings of discouragement or pessimism. The implications of this are profound. They suggest that we are not just passive recipients of our experiences, but active participants in shaping them. Our observations don't just record reality, they actively construct it. Think about that for a moment. What we choose to observe, how we interpret it, and the emotions that these observations stir within us, all have the power to shape our experiences. As it turns out, our minds have the power to shape how we experience the world. What if I told you that there's a part of your brain that filters what you perceive and reinforces your existing beliefs? This isn't a plot from a science fiction novel, it's reality. It's the Reticular Activating System, or RAS for short. Imagine your RAS as a vigilant gatekeeper, tirelessly sifting through the barrage of sensory information that comes your way every moment. It's the brain's filtration system, deciding what gets your attention and what fades into the background. The RAS is like your brain's personal DJ, selecting the hits that resonate with you and skipping the ones that don't. Here's where it gets interesting. The RAS doesn't just passively filter information, it actively shapes your perception based on your existing beliefs and experiences. It's like a spotlight on a stage, illuminating what you expect to see and leaving the rest in shadows. This is what psychologist Donald Hebb was referring to with his Hebbian learning theory. Hebb famously said, "Neurons that fire together, wire together." Essentially, the more we focus on something, the stronger those neural pathways become. So, if you're convinced that life is difficult, your RAS will highlight every hurdle, every setback, reinforcing your belief. Conversely, if you believe life is full of opportunities, your RAS will spotlight instances that confirm this belief. But here's the catch. The RAS isn't concerned with what's beneficial for you. It simply reinforces whatever you believe. It's like a faithful mirror, reflecting back to you your deeply held convictions, whether they are limiting or empowering. This might seem like a trap, but it's not all gloom and doom. The beauty of understanding the RAS is that you can use it to your advantage. With conscious effort, you can shift your focus, choose new beliefs, and rewire your brain. This is where the magic happens. This is where you can turn the tables on your RAS, using it as a tool to shape your reality rather than being shaped by it. Our RAS can keep us stuck in our ways, but with awareness, we can use it to our advantage. So if our consciousness shapes our reality, can we reprogram our perception to change our experiences? This intriguing question leads us to the realm of cognitive restructuring, a concept introduced by the renowned psychologist Aaron Beck. Beck asserted that by identifying and disputing irrational or maladaptive thoughts, we can fundamentally alter our perceptions and emotional experiences. But how do we put this into practice? Techniques such as journaling and cognitive reframing can serve as powerful tools. Journaling allows us to document our thoughts, providing a tangible platform to observe and challenge our cognitive distortions. On the other hand, cognitive reframing encourages us to view situations from a different perspective, enabling us to transform negative experiences into opportunities for growth and learning. Let's consider this. Every situation presents a plethora of possibilities, but our perceptions often limit us to a narrow field of view. By consciously shifting our focus, we can open ourselves up to new opportunities. But our perception isn't just about what we focus on. Our emotional state plays a big role too. Enter the realm of emotional resonance. Barbara Fredrickson, a renowned psychologist, proposed the broaden and build theory, which throws light on how our emotions influence our perception. According to her, positive emotions like joy, interest, and love broaden our awareness, opening us up to new possibilities, ideas, and experiences. They act as a catalyst, propelling us to think creatively and constructively, thereby building our personal resources. On the contrary, negative emotions like fear, anger, or sadness tend to narrow our focus, limiting our perception to immediate threats or problems. This tunnel vision restricts our ability to see the bigger picture and potential opportunities. So it's not just about the power of observation, it's also about the power of emotion. The way we feel can drastically shape the way we see and interact with the world around us. Our emotions are powerful tools that can shape our perception and thus our reality. By adjusting our focus and managing our emotions, we can reshape our experiences and our reality. Consider the profound insight of Viktor Frankl, the renowned psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor. He argued that meaning and perspective determine one's reality. Frankl experienced the most inhumane conditions imaginable, yet emerged with a philosophy centered on hope and the power of the human spirit. His message is clear. Our perspective on life has the power to shape our reality. Frankl advocated for the idea that we can find meaning in life in three different ways: by creating a work or doing a deed, by experiencing something or encountering someone, and by the attitude we take toward unavoidable suffering. He believed that even in the most adverse circumstances, we have the freedom to choose our attitude. In essence, Frankl's teachings underscore the importance of intentional observation, emotional regulation, and cognitive flexibility. By intentionally observing our surroundings and experiences, we can cultivate a more accurate and nuanced understanding of our reality. Emotional regulation, on the other hand, involves managing and responding to our emotions in a healthy way. It's not about suppressing feelings, but rather acknowledging them and choosing how we react. It's about choosing hope over despair, love over indifference, and growth over stagnation. Cognitive flexibility, the ability to shift our thinking and adapt to new information, is equally crucial. It's about challenging our preconceived beliefs, embracing new perspectives, and realizing that our current reality isn't a fixed entity, but a malleable one that we have the power to shape and redefine. The power to change our reality lies within each one of us. It begins with a conscious decision to take control of our perceptions and emotions. It's about choosing to see the world not as it is, but as it could be. And so the transformative shift begins with a single choice: to see the world through the lens of possibility and growth.